That makes more sense. I thought they were painting the dolphins.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is our second video. Kate just told me she named these the one sentence challenge. So I like that. We're probably gonna stick with it. We've got some ideas coming up on some really fun one sentence challenges. But today, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, we asked our customers to give us one sentence when their luck almost ran out. And this was a popular one. I think last time we had maybe 50, 60 responses. I think we had like 300. These are all responses from people that we've already sorted through because we knew you didn't want to watch a 2-hour video. So I will say this. There's a lot of crazy stuff in here that we're not going to get to, and I'm sorry if we didn't read yours off. It's really hard to pick like 15 to go through. We're going to post all these online in our stories. So when this video's out, if you want to read them all, go check the stories. Tell us if we got it wrong. But I thought these were the 15 craziest, funniest ones we had. So without further ado, let's let you kick it off, huh?
Awesome. All right. I was the up gunner on an advanced movement in, I'm going to defer to you.
I think it's Al-Haliyah.
Al-Haliyah, Iraq.
It's Iraq, yeah.
When the largest EFP in southern Iraq detonated 25 meters from me. The EFP missed the vehicle, but I ended up with blast lung, and was medvac to the cache in Baghdad.
So I read this one. For those of you who don't know, I went to Iraq 40 times. We had a night where we were in a bunch of MRAPs, and we had some things go off, and it was nowhere near that, but it took me back, and I cannot imagine the largest one in Iraq going off 25 meters away. I mean, first of all, thanks for your service. That's insane. I just can't imagine getting blown up in a war in another country. So that's not even a funny one. That's just like gnarly, and I'm glad you're okay. So heavy way to start it, Nick. Nice job.
Yeah.
Any comments on that?
I'm still trying to figure out exactly what all this means, so thank you for the explanation.
A blast lung, I'm guessing you probably collapsed the lung, something like that. I'm not a medic, so I'm not exactly sure, but
it's intense.
25 meters isn't very far, and there's some pretty big bombs out there, so...
That's a gnarly one.
Yeah. I hope there's a fun death near the screens coming up.
Wrong place on opening day of deer season. Another hunter thought I was a deer. Good thing she was a bad shot.
Wait, she or he?
She.
I shouldn't go there, should I?
Nope.
I'll say this.
Nope.
We're hunters. I don't know how you mistake a person for a deer. I mean, you've got scopes that can just pull that animal in. You can see the hair on their back. If you're shooting at something that you don't know what it is, that's messed up. I can't imagine a bullet whizzing past my face on opening morning.
No, it's absolutely terrifying.
Don't you wear orange stuff?
Yeah, you're wearing blaze orange. And I thought if it was a he, maybe he's colorblind, right? Like maybe that's an excuse or helps. But like blaze orange in the woods, opening day. What are you doing?
I don't know. It's inexcusable. But what if this person like dropped something on the ground, was crawling around on the ground like a deer? Not that deer crawl on the ground, but I'm just trying to put myself in that. It's inexcusable.
Inexcusable. Glad you're alive.
Yeah.
That is gnarly. Know what you're shooting at. Know what's behind you. Don't shoot unless you're sure, right? All right. Trapped on the 40th floor of a burning high-rise in Chicago. Thankful for the Chicago Fire Department. Now, that takes me back to like those videos of 9/11, right? Mm-hmm. People are up there and they can't get down. Like, what do you even do? I like to think that I'm generally prepared for things.
But what do you do?
What do you do there?
You can't.
40th floor.
That's a lot of bed sheets to tie together. I mean...
Yeah, you wait.
I feel like Valentine's Day was more fun.
This is heavy.
Well, this is when your luck ran out. I mean, these are near-death experiences.
I'm glad that that person made it out alive.
Yeah.
40 floors. I mean, they probably had to run down, so tons of smoke inhalation if the fire's below them. That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
That
I'd like
would-
to hear the rest of that story.
Right.
You know, one thing I think about is parkour. Kate, I don't know if you're big into the parkour scene
Oh, yeah.
still. I know you were previously. But would it be possible to jump to another building? Like go to the roof, then jump
Like
to
Tom
another-
Cruise when in like Mission Impossible when
Yeah.
he's like, yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think it's possible?
I mean, aren't buildings a street apart?
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
It'd have to be language, Kate.
We can bleep that out. Goodness.
All right, who's up?
That's me.
Okay.
Okay.
Put Baron's shock collar on you.
Brothers Porn connected to downstairs TV via Apple AirPlay while extended family was over.
So suicide.
Yeah.
Brothers.
Yeah. Brothers Porn. Oh, my brother's porn connected.
Can you? Is this a guy or a girl?
It's a
guy.
gentleman.
Oh, he must have loved that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine how funny that would be to watch your brother just?
So is it? Don't you have to click something to connect to?
I don't know.
And
Sometimes
AirPlay.
my speaker just.
The speaker thing always worries me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I take a phone call and, maybe I'm playing music in the office and all of a sudden, like,
Or porn.
well,
Not that we do that in the office, but I'm saying a lot of things. But no, don't you have to click something to connect to AirPlay?
but it could already be connected. You could have like a Bluetooth
Oh,
connection.
yeah.
Or like, let's say you were working down in the, in the conference room
Sure.
and you were showing a presentation and
Sure.
then, I don't know what would make you do that, but
that is near death.
So this
not-
person
yeah.
in high school, on a dare, swam from Spain to France and couldn't make it back. Had to ask a fisherman for a lift.
So
Low key.
I did that once in Prairie Farm, Wisconsin, across a pond. It was probably as long as this office. They're swimming
Similar.
between countries.
Similar.
So first of all, that must be a stud swimmer.
Yeah.
Because they already made it one way and they just couldn't make it back. I would love to know how far that actually is.
Yeah.
I think about like dares that my friends and I did in high school, and nothing was like, hey, swim from this country to that country. I dare you.
Yeah. Perhaps it's
That's
because
an
we live in
intense
the
group.
United States.
I mean, that's an intense group of friends.
It has something to do with it.
That is.
But I wouldn't even be able to swim across a lake and back, probably.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
I mean, it has to be like a lake. Like, it has to be like a channel of water.
Yeah, I have to.
But when you say Spain to France, yeah, I mean, our perspective over here is like, oh, go to Canada and back, or go to Mexico and back. Like, that's...
I have to think geography. That's a good one.
Can you imagine the fisherman that's out there and this guy's like, can I get in your boat? Okay. 2 words. Wedding day.
Ooh,
Gosh. So
That one's
I'm not
not-
married.
that's
You're
a-
not married.
that's anonymous.
You're married.
I am.
Isn't that supposed to be like a happy day?
Yeah. Very happy day.
I love that one. A survival story.
A survival story.
Notice this
I
one's
proposed to a woman and then actually went through with it and I almost died.
this one's anonymous.
It is.
But it's
Really?
when your luck ran out, right? So
Oh, jeez.
You almost ran out.
that's rough.
Poor guy.
That thing probably didn't go through.
Might be a lady.
Might be a lady.
I did just assume it was a guy, didn't I? Mm-hmm. I don't feel like I've ever heard a woman be like, my wedding day was the worst. It's always like a guy that was like, it's like the old school thing, right? Way to think that one through, Frank. Like, that's more male humor.
Yeah, there's a reason that one's anonymous.
Yeah, okay. Well, keep moving.
I heard a voice in my dream saying to wake up now. Went to the hospital and they found a blood clot in my neck.
I saw this one earlier and it like gave me goosebumps.
Me too.
Do you guys believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Do you believe in like, I mean, is that a ghost? Is that a higher power? What is that? Like, is that God? That's the creepy stuff
Yeah.
when it's like people just sit up and go, oh, I
need to go to
know
the
this
hospital.
thing that I didn't know when I went to bed and it's exactly right. Like,
Yeah, you
That-
hear those stories where you wake up with the answer to something. Just, oof, that one's scary. Though.
that's creepy. But I'm glad that there was some divine intervention there.
Yeah.
And blood clots are scary, by the way. I had a friend that had pulmonary embolism, professional athlete. Couldn't do anything for like a year because any workout could like shoot a blood clot into their brain and they would be paralyzed or worse like the rest of their life. Like I can't imagine just living, not knowing, your blood's constantly pumping around. Just
Yeah.
when's something gonna just break?
You don't have that much time, do you?
It's instant. I mean, it's like seconds, right? Like it goes up and hits your brain, and that's it. Like that's what strokes happen and all that, right?
I think I need to call my doctor.
I know.
How do you find blood clots?
Well, that's the thing is like I don't, a lot of them I don't think, if there's an injury there can be a blood clot because there's all the healing,
looking
right? And they're
for it.
clotting.
Sure.
But like in that situation I think it was like
What?
birth control or something that had caused it, but it's not like it was an injury. It didn't even know, and all of a sudden it was just like blood clots.
Terrifying.
Anyway,
I like this one. I was peering down from a cruise ship looking at some dolphins. I slipped and was knocked unconscious, and a painter lifted me onto his raft and brought me to shore.
wait, why is there a painter next to dolphins?
On the water, I don't know, maybe he's
Painting the dolphins.
Oh, so maybe the boat was docked.
docked, yeah.
Oh, okay. That was confusing to me.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a painter out in the ocean?
No,
That makes more sense. I thought they were painting the dolphins.
that's not the point, though, you know, he fell off of a cruise ship.
That's what.
You hear about people falling off and just...
Oh,
I fell off
those things are huge.
I fell off a boat while I was on Richard Branson's island and got flung off his catamaran by a rope. And they were like, and somehow I held onto the rope. And they were like, when I got on the boat, they were like, it's so good you held onto that rope because there's no landmarks around, right?
Yeah.
And you're this little thing in the ocean. These boats take a long ways to turn around, and there's no way they can pinpoint you. Everything looks the same. So once you're out there, you're just gone. Like, it's impossible to find you unless somebody keeps eyes on you the whole time and goes right to you.
That's so scary.
But like, that's scary, especially if she's unconscious. Like, I mean, I guess if she's at shore, maybe more people saw it, but
That's high though, right? Isn't that like 100
that?
cruise
feet?
ships are huge. They're like cities. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
When a rock slab that I was on gave way, I fell 20 feet and had the slab miss me by inches. Like, this is where like avalanches, mountain climbing, man, anybody that's ever done that knows that feeling of like the floor going out from underneath you or looking up and just seeing something coming down at you. It is a helpless feeling.
You know what this makes me think of is that 127 Hours movie. The
Yeah.
guy got his arm trapped.
Rock just falls.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, there's. Did you guys see that movie, 14 Peaks or 14 Summits?
Yes.
Did you watch
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Yes.
There's like a bunch of that, right?
Yeah.
Like the guy should have been dead 5 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saw the 2 grizzly cubs just down the hill, then heard mom growl from just uphill.
Yeah.
I've had that happen.
With grizzlies.
Yeah, when I was in Alaska, we had a grizzly charge us. My guide was on one side of a drainage, and I was on the other. And he was yelling at the bear, and she turned and came right towards me and Micah. And I had a gun on her, and she was probably 20, 30 feet. And my guide shot into the ground across. I was about to pull the trigger, and I heard a gunshot, and I stopped, and it spun her. But I was so close, I could hear like her making noises that you just don't hear. You know what I
feel
mean?
like-
Like
Yeah.
the breathing and
Yeah.
the claws, and you could hear all of it. And those little cubs were like between her legs circling, and she was, I'll never forget, she was like woofing like this, like it was almost like a gorilla, you know? And they're like,
yeah.
tell you what, that is scary. Like anybody that's ever done that, I remember this, Adam Greentree, that hunter from Australia.
Sure.
I remember he came face to face with a grizzly. And he was on Joe Rogan, and he was like, Joe, monsters are real. And I was like, that is so accurate, because those things are scary, scary beasts, especially a mom.
I feel like you can relate to
Yeah,
too
to
many
most of these. I need more life experience.
I'm sorry.
Or not.
I didn't mean to make this about me.
No, we'll find one in here that we can.
Christian
relate to.
wrote all of them.
Yeah, these are all my submissions. Again, just like my bad Valentine's Day.
ER visit before my heart transplant. My heart rate was 256 beats per minute. Whew.
How do you guys know your highest heart rate you ever hit?
Typically, it's when Kate takes me for a run at lunch, and it's like 180.
Yeah.
But you wear a Garmin, right?
I wear a Garmin.
You track it?
Yeah.
And as you get older, your heart goes down. Your max heart rate. So I know I used to be able to get around 200 when I was really pushing, like in my 20s. Now I never see it go over like 180. And in that point, you're like, you can't breathe. Like 256?
Yeah. How does that happen?
I don't even know how that's a heart attack, isn't it? Like, yeah, what's 256 beats per minute? That's so 60 seconds. So 60 times 4 is 240. So 1,001, you heartbeat over 4 times every second.
Well, but they got a new heart, so it's
That's like an automatic weapon going off. Just.
Yeah, seriously. It's okay. Damn. Lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That's nuts. Although, think how many calories are probably burning. Kind of nice.
it is true.
Probably just lost a pound.
We should do a
Lucky
day
guy.
where we go on like a run, or we run up that hill over here, and we see how high we can get our heart rate.
Okay. Challenge. Next
I'll
month.
film it.
Okay.
I was summer hiking on a trail high in the Alps outside of Zermatt, or as my friend Dia would say, Zermatt, across snowy flats before the final ascent of the rocky summit 500 meters away, when the snow gave way over a hidden crevasse and left me dangling from the waist and slowly extricating myself as those on top watch in what was later described as a riveting horror. So basically they were just walking in the snow and fell into a hole.
Dangling over this crevasse.
And have you ever mountain climbed, like done alpine stuff?
Not that. No.
Have you ever been up there where you're like going across these crevasses?
No,
I avoid
just rock
crevasses
It's so scary.
with all of my gut.
Oh,
That's terrifying. But
mean-
I mean, you're putting yourself out there, aren't you? Isn't that a risk you're taking?
it is a risk, and obviously these people were tied in well because he was able to kind of self-rescue. But
It just falls.
climbing. Because some of those don't
they're
end.
500
Like,
meters.
they just go on. The crevasse goes on.
Oh yeah, like a mile down.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's creepy to me.
We have some very intense followers.
I'll say it again.
People
No
adventuring.
wonder these people buy our products if these are their life experiences, right? Like it just takes one. You're like, I'm buying all the gear.
I'm so happy I got this one. I almost didn't make it out alive years ago when I realized that my now ex-husband was putting poison in my morning coffee.
That one's terrible.
That is terrible. I wonder if that's the wedding person.
Yeah, we should put these together. So I did hear a story a number of years ago about, I think, a wife putting Visine in her husband's coffee. And
Visine?
Apparently in like very small doses, continuously,
Is
it's
that
poisonous.
the eye drop?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That can kill you?
Apparently. I don't know. It's only like
I would love to know what they were using. Not for,
I'm a happily
personally.
married man, but there are probably days where my wife thinks it wouldn't be hard to poison this guy.
Probably.
because you eat fast.
Yeah, I don't look. She's like, "Do you want some coffee?" I'm like, "Thank you. That's so sweet."
This one just screams bad luck. The truck I was in tipped on its side in the lion enclosure when I was volunteering in Africa.
Oh man. If there's anything scarier than a grizzly, it's probably a lion.
For sure.
And those things are so fast and strong.
And
But you're still in the truck, right?
you probably had to get out of the truck.
I would wait until someone came and tipped us back over.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Plus, the lion enclosure. I think of Africa. I think of lions free range everywhere.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, they're
I mean,
probably
I've
not
seen those like
trained.
cars that have the cage around them.
Yeah.
You drive in and like the lions are up pushing those things around.
Just
I just want to know how it tipped over.
yeah, that also is bad luck. I wonder if anyone got hurt.
I wonder if the lions are
Like
okay.
tipping a truck over is pretty intense.
Yeah.
Now imagine you're like, everybody okay? Oh, here comes a lion. Not my lucky day. I was standing in a snowstorm in the parking lot of Alta ski resort when I got hit by lightning. So the first thing that comes to mind is the movie Great Outdoors. Have you guys seen that?
Oh yeah.
Where the guy gets struck 66 times.
Is that John Candy?
John Candy's in that movie, and Dan Aykroyd. Remember the guy keeps going 66. He's like, "You've been struck 6 times." He's like, 66.
My dad has been struck by lightning. I think 4 or 5 times.
Have you ever been close where like you feel it in your teeth?
Your hair stands
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta ask, like, were they next to a building that got struck and they felt it? Because I don't feel like you'd be typing this if you were actually struck by lightning.
No.
Or can people get hit and they're
You can
okay?
get hit.
You can?
You say your dad got struck 4 times?
Yeah. Well, maybe proximal. I don't know if he got directly struck, but close enough that it knocked
If
him.
that was me, I would call
Knocked
it.
him on
I'd be
his
like, I
ass.
got struck, even if it was 5 feet away.
I feel like you'd also probably get a free ski pass for life
Yeah.
if you were in the parking lot and you got
At
struck. by
Alta. You hear
Let's
this?
hit him up and see if
Yeah,
they
we need
know.
Alta to confirm this.
Yeah, we need verification. Okay, last one. Who's up?
It's Nick.
All right. Ooh, this one is near and dear to your heart.
That's why I picked it. I saw that one.
A
Yeah.
chiropractic adjustment tore my carotid artery and almost killed me.
We hear that's common.
Yeah, somebody
do
said
we?
that the other day.
Yeah.
We read this off to, who was it? Bob?
Yeah.
Bob was saying, yeah, like,
Bob.
oh yeah, that happens more than you think. Bob's on our team here. It's not a fictional character. I mean, in the last 2 weeks, I've been to the chiropractor 7-8 times because I've had an injury. But
Could be you soon.
where is a carotid,
Okay.
where is a carotid artery? Is that run up your
Right here.
to your neck?
isn't it?
So that's from a neck crack.
Yeah.
How
does that happen?
much force do you have to apply?
Well, shout out to Jake Shores, my guy. He's a big dude, and he
Jake
can,
Shores.
He can make my head do like a 360.
Jake, watch the carotid.
I'm gonna ask Jake about this.
Yeah.
Get some feedback.
Wow.
All right, so
We gotta vote.
we gotta
here.
vote on this.
Sorry, what does the winner get? What are we doing?
$200 credit to Uncharted.
So they don't get in an emergency without getting out.
I think
Again.
this one needs to be in a class all its own.
Which one is that?
Oh. EFP. Detonated. Southern Iraq.
I mean, I kind of feel like we should just give it to the troop for putting up with that, defending our country. That's like one way to look at it. I also, man, having a spouse try to poison you is a little heavy to me. The chiropractic thing just hits home because how many people are getting adjusted every day
Sure.
that are now watching this video going, ugh, I don't know if I should go back.
Yeah, we pretty much just decimated the chiropractic profession.
Imagine if this was Joe Rogan. It would just, people be unemployed. 256 beats a minute is crazy. Grizzly's crazy.
40th floor.
40th floor is crazy.
Yeah, 40th floor.
Swimming from Spain to France, crazy.
Yeah. You kind of look at these as though like he put himself in that
Sure.
situation, which
Sure.
a lot of them did, but like trapped on a 40th floor and there's a fire. That's
Same with the
just
wedding
bad
day.
luck.
Like
Wedding
you,
day.
you put yourself in that position.
Jeez. All right.
You're gonna have to bleep me.
I vote for the military guy personally. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do
All
it for
right.
the troops.
All right. We're giving it out to. We don't know who this person is. We'll dig it up and we'll tag them in the video. And
Gunner.
congrats to the upgunner.
Thank you for your service. I'm
Bless
glad
him.
you're still
Yeah.
here. Happy St. Patty's.
All right. Well, hopefully the next one will be more fun. I was gonna announce it, but I think I'll wait. It's a funny one.
Yeah, we'll wait.
This was a little heavy for me, but all right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.